In kookiness, out quirkiness. In colors, out neutrals. In finishing things, out perfecting them. In quilts, out duvets. In earnesty, out irony. In dressing like the occasion, out dressing for the occasion. In patchwork, out monochrome. In style, out fashion. In adapting, out reinventing. In Auntwave, out everything else. Hey guys, it's Amanda, and that was my intro. So unless you've read the singular article that exists on it, you might be asking yourself, what the heck is Auntwave? Yet another internet microtrend that I should retrofit my wardrobe to for the next 2 weeks? Perhaps. But to me, Auntwave is less a trend and more an allegiance to the artisanal and offbeat. Far from minimalist, this aesthetic is a safe haven for knickknacks, especially those of the kitschy and ceramic variety. It is immune to the influence of so-called arbiters of taste and entirely unself-conscious. Auntwave has a healthy skepticism towards perfection and an aversion to sleek. It's idiosyncratic, a far cry from chic, utterly unserious, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. Auntwave was coined by the newsletter Blackbird Spyplane, who aptly describes it as striking a compromise between domestic utility and pure whim-chasing decorativeness, but tilted definitively towards the latter. I feel like my style has a lot of elements of Auntwave, or is at least some sort of derivative of it. Niece core, perhaps, cool aunt in training, or maybe I just like whimsical knitwear and vibrant jewel tones. Whatever the case may be, today I'm here to be an Auntwave evangelist. I am fully and unequivocally entering my Auntwave era, aka putting together an outfit that a crunchy cat lady would wear. I feel like working with what you have is inherent in this aesthetic, and several pieces that I own are Auntwave adjacent. So I went into my closet, found the most Auntwave-esque items, and collaged them into this mood board using Adobe Photoshop Express. If you're interested in trying out a new aesthetic or microtrend, but value having a wardrobe that feels very cohesive, doing something like this is so helpful because you can already see what kinds of pieces and colors and textures you have that are similar to the aesthetic, and it will prevent you from buying things that really don't go with anything else in your wardrobe, which is a huge problem I used to have. I would just buy random stuff because it was on sale or relatively cheap and it was trendy, and then I'd be like, I literally have nothing to wear this with. A clothing rule that I've tried to implement over the past few months is that I can only buy something if I already know I can make an outfit with it. So if I really like a piece but nothing in my wardrobe goes well with it, I'll challenge myself to find the pair of pants or shoes that look good with it so that I know I have an outfit and I'll actually wear both pieces instead of buying one thing that will inevitably collect dust in my closet. I know this might seem counterintuitive because sometimes you might end up spending a little more money, but I feel like it helps you get more value and wear out of the clothes you buy. Anyway, as you can see from my mood board, I love a jewel tone, patterns, and generally anything that errs on the side of whimsy. So when I go out thrifting for a new addition to my Auntwave era, I'm going to reference this to make sure that before I buy something, it will actually fit in with what I already have. So let's hit the town. So I headed out to Bushwick for my thrifting journey because I'm pretty sure it has the highest concentration of good thrift stores per capita in New York. The first store I went to, and I mean this in the best possible way, was basically a junk store. They had everything from clothing to chandeliers to paintings to fax machines. I think you could have truly found anything in this store. It was like visual cacophony, but I loved it. I wasn't planning on buying a piece for my room, but I ended up finding this really cool stained glass window that was very on brand for the whole Auntwave thing. I used Photoshop Express to see how it would look in my room before I bought it, which was super helpful because everything in the store was final sale since they were moving. Also, the owner gave it to me for $25 instead of $35, so this stop was a success. The next store I went to was much more sleek and modern, and it mostly sold clothing. There was a great selection for pretty reasonable prices, and I found this awesome colorful sweater that just screamed Auntwave to me. Honestly, I knew by looking at it that it would fit, so instead of trying it on there, I collaged it into the mood board I made just to make sure that it would work well with the pieces I already own. I have to say it was a great fit, so I ended up buying that as well. I went to one more thrift store for good measure, and I didn't end up finding anything from there, but I was very happy with my purchases for the day. So let's get into the final transformation. Okay, so I gotta be real with you guys, my room is just like not optimized to achieve a full body shot. So here's the outfit. The sweater, I'm wearing this really fun patterned skirt that I thrifted a different time, and I added these little cute bracelets, this necklace, I feel like such a beauty guru, and this headband full of multicultural people, and these really fun glittery earrings. So I am honestly super happy with this outfit, and I probably wouldn't have put it together unless I was doing this Auntwave challenge, because I think like clashing all these colors and patterns, I think I probably normally thought that would be too much, too maximalist, but not today. And also I have a little stained glass art piece, which I put up in this window. So yeah, I'm super happy with how the look came out. And the final step of this journey is, of course, to permanently document it by posting it on my social media. So I'm gonna have a little photo shoot and then edit it in Adobe Photoshop Express. So after taking some pictures for the final edit, my first thought was to try to incorporate the stained glass window, and I found that it actually looked super interesting using some of the different blend modes on Photoshop Express. Auntwave is all about fun textures and maximalism, so I thought I'd also incorporate the background I used on my original mood board. Then I added a picture of myself and did some tweaks on it, and duplicated that layer and blended it just to make it pop some more. So this is the final product. I hope you guys enjoyed this transformation. Thank you to Adobe Photoshop Express for partnering with me on this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!